This is ASS Breaking News.
Breaking news. This just in. We have reports coming in that President Donald J. Trump has pledged to create a labyrinth of death at the border to curb illegal alien immigration. They will station La Cabra that will tear off faces and Navy SEALs behind every bush for stealth kills.
If I had prisons that were teeming with MS-13 and all sorts of people that they've got to take care of for the next 50 years, right? Young people, they're in jail for years, and if you call them people. I don't know if you call them people. In some cases, they're not people, in my opinion, but...
Oh, sorry. We're getting a correction. He was praising the handicapped child who made it to his rally. We apologize for this mistake.
I'm a big fan of the concept of the royal family and the royal family. Now, I'm a little prejudiced because I thought the Queen was incredible. I mean, think of it. All those years, 75 years, she's almost never made a mistake.
This is ASS Breaking News.
Breaking news. It is reported that Donald J. Trump said he will declare war on every NATO country if elected president and allow Putin to reign control over Eastern Europe. He is brokering this deal, which is reportedly going to pay him the commission of the country of Poland. I'm sorry? Oh, this is embarrassing. We at ASS News apologize for this misinformation, this correction. Trump made no mention of Putin and Russia, but was talking about how the Lakers suck.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got $1.7 billion off the price?
This is ASS Breaking News.
This just in. Donald J. Trump has said he will lower the working age to 6 once he becomes president, stating child slave labor is needed for the manufacturing industry in America to be competitive with China and Mexico. The law states that only if there is a second child will they be forced to go to work. Any family with one child will be exempted, so the bloodline will not be erased. Hold on. We have to issue another correction. Trump did not say anything about the things we just reported. He pledged to issue a tariff specifically on manufacturers trying to cut out middle America and use slave child labor in Mexico. We apologize for missing context. He also said that Arsenal is the shittiest Premier League football club in the world.
Billions of...
This is ASS Breaking News.
This just in. President Donald Trump just said he would rid of Social Security and raise the retirement age to 105, citing the new breakthroughs in medication and how we have to beat the Japanese workforce. He said to look at his example of how a man of his age can keep on moving at an insane pace, not Sleepy Joe. Old people must work longer for their retirement. Oh, come on. How are we still getting these things wrong till now? Do you mean Trump didn't say any of that? Well, I guess there's another correction here at ASS News. How can anyone trust the fucking media?
He doesn't know.
This is ASS Breaking News.
Our correspondents on the ground reported that during his rally, Trump has unveiled a time machine that can bring back anyone from the dead. And once he is president, his cabinet picks have been narrowed down to Hitler, Mussolini, Genghis Khan, and Vlad the Impaler, literally Dracula. How can anyone in democracy survive? Hold on. Do you know how retarded I look after shitting my pants for no reason? Do we have any integrity in this industry? We would like to issue another apology here at ASS News for making up complete horseshit with what Trump said. He was just acknowledging that Manchester United is in fact the better Premier League club.
This is ASS Breaking News.
Thank you for joining me as we bring you this breaking news. As you can see, I'm visibly shaking. Donald Trump has said he will be issuing death camps for gays, specifically our Habibi Bros, Siraj Hashmi, and Jay Kobbe. He stated that they will be used as an example for being the gayest of the gays. We pray the... Hello? Yeah? Sorry? Jesus, again? What is wrong with journalists in this country? Sorry, ASS News listeners, we have another correction. Trump said he loves the LGBT community and has nothing against gays, and they love him, including the Habibi Bros. And welcome to another episode of Habibi Bros podcast. How we doing, Habibis?
What's going on? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
Yeah, you gotta get used to saying that now.
I know. And even forcing ourselves not to say, the other bad word.
Which one?
Ass in my lakeum.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're I don't know. We're doing a lot of new stuff, and it's gonna take some time getting used to.
Yeah, one thing we did was change out this room right now, and I think it's working out better.
Yeah, what's also messing with me is the fact that Jay currently has what's it called? An echo coming in to my ear because he's sitting right across from me. But because he's so far away, I can't feed like his mic. I could feed it in here with the XLR cable, but he decided he wanted to stick with a shitty mic. Why'd you do that?
For now, because we were already very, very late to the show, and I wanted to make sure that we got at least a little bit on time. Did a little bit of
a little bit on time,
and did a little bit of what's it called, rehearsal before we started the cold opens again.
Yeah, I mean, it had to happen. We had to try to, and we had to spice it up a little.
Yeah, get a little change, upbeat it a little bit. Get away from some of the old schoolness of it, I would say, of Habibi Bros. Try to tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I know how tight you like it.
Question for the Habibis who are listening: is there an echo coming in? Because if there is, please send it.
Let us know.
None the wiser says the show has been whitewashed. I mean, yes and no.
Right. I mean, I just think, people who don't know anything about the show, seeing a couple of Arabs wearing literal bomb vests before an explosion happens, screaming Allahu Akbar, could turn some people away.
That could turn a few people away.
Yeah.
We went with the Miami Vice approach.
Yeah, we went with we already been messing around with Miami Vice stuff with our backgrounds and some of the different logos that we had going on. The echo thing is really fucking with you.
It really is.
It's really, really it's heightening your
I can't.
Right. It's heightening your.
We're gonna have to fix that ASAP. I would stop the show right now, which would honestly be a godsend for everyone watching. But we're here. We're here, and we're queer, and we're here to do the show.
And we're gonna do it nice and proud.
Nice and proud. So Habibis, sit back, relax. We're gonna get into a lot of stories, but first off, Jay, I've been off social media, so you're gonna have to take the lead on this. I have no idea what's happening in the world today.
Well, I wrote up the cold open, so you would know it has a little bit to do with something like that.
If you hated it, this is your guy to blame.
Right here. But if you loved it, especially if you're producing something, this is the guy right here.
Zoom in like that. You look like Jay.
Am I a little bit too far in?
This is good though.
And so.
I apologize for losing the mustache / beard.
You had that pedo stash. Wasn't
a
mustache.
That was not a pedo stash. Jay, you saw it. That was cop level. which I guess also is pedo.
No,
I was wise.
no, we were watching Friends, and you're trying to do your best Tom Selleck impression, but you landed on
Steven Seagal.
Steve Pedo.
Steve Pedo.
Steve.
I can see everything that's on my screen.
Yeah, you can. But anyways, down and back. So the cold open was kind of a hint of what was going on through the media, especially these last like 3-4 days. And it was basically the Donald Trump has declared a bloodbath for all of America if he doesn't win
Right.
this upcoming election.
So,
Or so every single fucking headline would have you believe from his latest rally that he had over the weekend.
have some clips from that, or is Spencer going to poop the bed? I think he's going to poop the bed. My bet is on pooping the bed. All right, now I got to put this on.
About Donald Trump increasingly sounding like a fascist, a dictator, mimicking them, and using words that are clearly out of the pages of some of the most powerful.
How are these people not embarrassed?
Dictators of our time in the world.
Absolutely.
And I guess the fear is that for some Americans who may not be informed about history,
piece of shit. This guy's not even a historian. The guy has a business degree, not even a historian.
And then there are those who are making the choice. And I need to understand that. Is there any precedent? Or is this how fascism works? Are they sucked in and brought in on different terms, whether Trump has something on some Republican leaders or others are just so uninformed they don't care? Is it a mixture?
Uninformed, they don't care.
Is there a precedent?
Can you pause this, please? Can you pause this, please?
I totally agree with what you've just said, Mika.
It is absolutely amazing that they want to pretend that you are the one being misinformed from what you're hearing or listening to. You can't believe your lying ears, so they have to lie for you. You still have no idea what he said because like a proper producer.
This is the problem. You're speaking in the middle of him talking, and I'm hearing double of you, so it's just all sorts of mind fucking right now.
All right, and also, just so you know, a proper producer would have played Trump's comments first.
That's true. He would have, but we don't have proper producers. We got low budget Jew producers from JewProducers.com.
And honestly, it is a Soros. Yeah, it's a George Soros conspiracy.
So that's what you get. This is this is the quality of show you get when you. This is why the Habibis need to support the show by liking, following, and joining our locals community. Because honestly, Jay, you're gonna continue to get this level of quality.
Because these are the only producers we can actually afford.
Yeah. And it's not like we have the ability to train them. They like live across the country.
One just went and had an MRI so they can find out what makes him retarded.
Really? I thought it was because they're trying to search for his dick.
No, that was yours last week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And my memory's really going to shit.
It really has been. Well, and honestly, if you keep on listening to the media, the way that they have completely taken out of context everything that's being said.
What is the actual Trump comment? I still have not heard it.
So the actual Trump comment.
You have it?
Yes, we have it, but our producer is really shitty. He didn't put it in proper order.
So that's perfect. So we'll just never find out what he actually said.
I could tell you what he said. Okay.
Let's hear it. You have the quote in front of you?
The bloodbath is going to be great. It's going to be the biggest bloodbath you've ever seen. It's going to be so good. The biggest bloodbath ever.
I'm really going to have to turn this shit down. I can't do it. What is going on? Why? Why is this like this? Oh my God. All right.
You really can't handle this shit. It's fucking hilarious. Well, I mean, it's long enough to come into here. The only problem is well, you know what? It's fine. Go ahead and put it in. I don't need to listen to myself. Bring that in
You
here.
want-
All I need to do.
Yeah, it's not like you need feedback. Jesus. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna change it for you right now. Before. All right, hold on one second. Let me make sure. Did you change your input?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so much better. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Because you can hear me.
No. Because I can hear the StreamYard coming in
Okay.
from my Shure mic.
Whew. Thank you. Oh, all right.
As long as you're good.
I'm good. This is so much better.
Perfect.
Oh, I can't tell you, Jay, how I was going insane.
You fucking were.
And now they said I hear echo now. Shit.
Do you guys really hear echo?
I hope Benny and
I think he's fucking around.
Yeah, he's messing with us. Okay.
I think he's fucking with you.
Fuzzy on local says, this is a well-oiled machine right here. Flapper says
my favorite one. If you go up on the locals while you're freaking out and everyone's saying, "Don't worry, there's no echo." Bart comes in. It's like, what's with all the echo?
Oh my God. Okay. Spencer, play that clip before I go insane. I'm gonna go insane.
The best bloodbath. The
best bloodbath you'll ever see.
The biggest bloodbath.
I really need to work on my Trump.
Something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal. Those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole, that's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories. A friend of mine, all he does is build car manufacturing plants. He's the biggest. Something to China. If you're listening.
Okay, so now that we've heard this actual Trump clip, let's go back to the MSNBC clip because I want to hear it again in the context without all the echo.
At least I'm the only one getting all the echo.
Yeah, but you can handle it. You're used to like shouting into people's asses and hearing an echo of yourself on the way back. All right, let's hit it. Well, this is a 3-minute
Donald Trump increasingly sounding like a fascist, a dictator, mimicking them, and using words that are clearly out of the pages of some of the most powerful autocrats or dictators of our time in the world. And I guess the fear is that for some Americans who may not be informed about history, there's that vulnerability that Trump preys upon. And then there are those who are making the choice. And I need to understand that. Is there any precedent? Or is this how fascism works? Are they sucked in and brought in on different terms, whether Trump has something on some Republican leaders or others are just so uninformed?
Yeah, he's got the PPT
Is it a mixture?
On every Republican leader.
Is there a precedent?
Well, I totally agree with what you've just said, Mika, and that's how fascism and totalitarianism and in Germany's case,
this guy is not a historian.
Germany, which had been
and they have him as a president
where there were big institutions of democracy until, as you well know, the early 1930s. In a way, Donald Trump has done us all a favor because if you and I had been talking, Mika, let's say 20 years ago, and we've been talking about what would have seemed like a very abstract and distant subject of how fascism and dictatorship might come to America, you probably would have been more wiser. I would have said you would have had some smiling person pretending to be a normal candidate like all the candidates for president who had gone before all the way back to 1789. And suddenly, after getting elected, that person would use the enormous powers of the presidency that are given to that person by the Constitution. In a way, Donald Trump has made it easier because when he tells you he'll be a dictator for a day, we all know that dictators don't resign after a day. When he uses the word bloodbath, yes, it was in the context of an automobile industry speech, but he knew exactly what he was saying. When he
This guy is such a piece of shit. They're so fucking retarded.
Literally,
I feel like
concedes that it wasn't about what everybody said it was about.
no, it was about an economic collapse in the auto industry, and not only.
I mean, look
Is
at
that
all the
not the
electrical
old-
vehicles that are currently now. I mean, you're seeing plant after plant after plant, manufacturer after manufacturer going under because there's no demand for electrical vehicles. They're actually protesting in Germany. They're protesting a Tesla plant because of its impact on the climate. Think about that shit for a second. Think about that. They are literally not because of Elon Musk owning Twitter. They're protesting the Tesla manufacturing plant because of the carbon emissions that are emitted
But then
from.
yesterday afternoon, Donald Trump spoke
Am I
at a rally in
looking at
Ohio,
something?
and we decided
No,
we
he's
had
still playing.
Oh, Spencer trying to pull a fast one on us.
He was
Wow, fired.
absolutely, but I mean, the way that they're talking about this is completely like the 2016 election all over again.
Right. It's like they didn't learn any lessons.
No, they didn't learn shit. And they're doing it on purpose because it helps with the rating, not because it's going to do anything to Trump's numbers.
At this point,
And it's
I would be
consoled
surprised if
themselves.
anyone has their mind changed by watching CNN or MSNBC or any of these corporate media outlets and saying, oh, my mind was completely changed because I watched CNN, or it was completely changed because I watched Morning Joe. No one's watching that. No one who has already made up their mind is watching that stuff.
They're not. But the problem lies is that you're having MSNBC push this lie. Then you have
Right.
New York Times push this lie.
Right.
Then you have Washington Post push this lie. Then you have CNN push this lie. And now they all say that this lie is corroborated
What do you mean corroborated?
because CNN's lying about it.
Oh, okay. So
because
basically, it's
Times
a
is
circle
lying
jerk.
about it. So it's a circle jerk.
Circle jerk reporting.
Exactly. So they're pretending like bloodbath has never been used before in the economic sense. You have headline after headline from New York Times, from CNN, from the Times talking about bloodbath in regards to the economy. And now they want to pretend that now that Trump said it, the context is in a completely different light.
Right.
Even though he was talking about the auto industry and the downfall of the
auto industry, should he lose? Which
should he lose?
Which
Yes.
is happening right now.
And
he's not president. I mean, he already did. He lost the first time. It's already in free fall.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sports and nonsense on Rumble says it's bloodbath and beyond. That's good. I like that.
That's a good one. I like it.
That's good. I like that. Coldbeer69 on locals on the non-porch chat says Jay can hear the ocean. Oh wait, that's a gay man's post-Indian buffet toilet redecorating, about to paint him in Hershey syrup.
That's you, baby.
Ooh. Except I'm not Indian, but post-Indian buffet.
Pakistani,
Fuzzy.
Indian, they're both the same.
Fuzzy says this episode is a bloodbath. That is actually 100% true. Essentially, it's okay. Growing pains, right, Jay?
Absolutely.
We'll get the hang of it. Eat a dick, Fuzzy. Anyways, this tweet from NBC News says former President Donald Trump vowed at a rally that there would be a bloodbath if he's not reelected in November. Yes, already the fix is in. It got ratio, by the way. Look at that ratio. Scroll down. Look at how many replies it got. You see that? Scroll down. Ooh, very nice. 6.9K. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. I was just thinking, how our theme is like Miami Vice? I think it should be Miami Nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm 100% there. Essentially.
So,
fuck, I already finished my drink.
Do you need to go get another one?
Here in a little bit.
Okay.
But the thing about NBC, fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Well, you can hear it.
You should turn your volume down. Do you even have it coming in from? Were you having it come into your? Wow, that's loud as shit, Jay.
It's very loud.
Are you deaf?
I'm not deaf, so it was
Jay,
hurting. It was
actually,
hurting.
This is the very first admission or first time I've heard, Jay, that you're actually a boomer. You're more boomer than me because you can't hear. And I thought my hearing sucked.
We're both boomering because we can't get this fucking sound thing properly corrected. And I don't understand. I don't even understand.
We have over 1,000 people watching us on Rumble right now, right this instant. And it is an absolute, it is a bloodbath of a show. It is honestly, I know that the name of the show is Bloodbath, but not for me. It is for us.
That's where it's coming into. But if you can, Spencer, play the clip with Jen Zaki.
Jen Yazaki.
Yazaki.
What does Yazaki mean again?
Yazaki means like you smart aleck, you fucking smarty pants. But it's like it's an insult. It's an
insult.
Yeah. It's a little bit more harsh than saying like smart you smarty pants or smart ass. Yeah. It's a little bit more harsh. But I mean,
Captain Obvious type
even before you play this,
okay,
look at the brazenness of MSNBC and of this administration. This is what real fascism looks like. This Jen Zaki was the previous press secretary for the current administration.
Right. That's not, it's like
the current administration. She is going on a national news network, posing as a journalist anchor and lying for the administration to the American people. There, at this point, MSNBC should just be paid for by the DNC and by the Biden administration. She got a sweetheart deal. She was treated very well by the press. And then when she got a job at MSNBC, she got the job and negotiated for it while she was still serving as the press secretary for President Biden. And not a single journalist batted an eye. They basically were like, oh, this is perfectly fine. Let's just go ahead and act like this never happened and then congratulate her on the new job. Like, if this was anyone in the Trump administration, they would have congressional hearings. They would throw Peter Navarro in prison just out of spite. Oh, wait, they did.
And they actually did that.
Yeah, I mean, with Spencer Spice or whatever his name is.
Spencer Spice?
What's his name? The very first Trump press secretary.
You mean Sean Spicer?
Sean Spicer.
Oh
Thank you.
God, Spencer Spicer. Yeah, he's not a Spice Girl, okay?
When he even tried to go get another job, they fucking crucified him to try to go into the media.
Ginger Spice, Sporty Spice, Scary Spice, Baby Spice,
Spencer Spice.
Spencer Spice.
That's what it is.
I'm forgetting another Spice.
Why was the black one Scary Spice?
That's pretty racist, honestly.
I thought it was, honestly. I would have been like Monkey Spice.
Anyways,
so the way that the media likes to pretend that they actually have integrity or they actually have any kind of non-biased objectivity while allowing this fucking charade clown show on MSNBC,
it's pretty bad.
It's fucking bad. And then you see them all lie together about this. While he plays this, I'm gonna go get another drink.
Yeah, go play it. I haven't seen it, so I know Jay's probably watched it. Maybe you could play it, Spencer. Maybe someday. And it's muted. It's absolutely muted. Oh my God, Spencer. How could you have this muted? Okay, now try again.
But then late yesterday afternoon, Donald Trump spoke at a rally in Ohio, and we decided we have to start here.
We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars.
It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That will be the least of it. Now, the Trump team quickly said last night, nothing to see here. He was just talking about the auto industry. Consider the full context, everyone. Otherwise, it's irresponsible. Well, if they want us to consider the full context, let's do just that. Because the full context is that Trump kicked off this same exact rally by saluting the people who were convicted for the deadly assault on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, all to the tune of the national anthem sung by a choir of imprisoned insurrectionists. The full context is that some of the first words out of Trump's mouth last night, same rally, were thanking those rioters and calling them patriots. The full context is that he also said in this same rally, quote, "If this election isn't won, I'm not sure that you'll ever have another election in this country." The full context is that he went on to say some undocumented immigrants are, quote, not people.
The funny thing
And of
about
course,
this too
the
is
full
that
context
this is
is
what
that
they
this
are
is much
rallying
bigger
Pause it,
than one
pause it,
over
single
and
pause
issue.
over
it,
and
Spencer.
over
This is a
again.
race of political.
Pause
Every one of them is saying the same fucking thing. They're saying if Trump wins, it's the last election we'll ever have. If Trump wins, he's going to be a dictator. If
Jake.
Trump wins, this is all going to, we're all going to go to shit and we're all going to die. Why is it that they can say that their rhetoric is important to save democracy while other people's rhetoric is going to destroy democracy?
Before I answer you, could it kill you to just say, Spencer, can you pause it?
Oh, before I go on my rant, Spencer needs to fucking have a sixth sense and understand exactly when I'm going to fucking do
Yeah,
this.
he needs to read
He needs
your
to
mind.
upgrade now. Like
Right.
I am teaching him life lessons
Life lessons.
to like really know when to queue up. I mean, especially for his dating life, which is, I mean, obviously he's gay,
Yeah,
but like if he was going to date a girl,
right.
he needs to learn from me on how to pick up on cues. And I'm giving him some pretty strong cues of when I'm going to get up and start fucking eating some ass. So I'm doing this for Spencer.
So I did a podcast earlier today with a Substack by the name of Yuri Bezmenov. Now, Yuri Bezmenov, if you're not familiar with, he's a Russian journalist who died back in the 90s, but he specifically had a very prescient video back in the 80s, which he talked about all the stages of the demoralization of the country and the acts of subversion. I don't exactly know the title or the thesis of it. Maybe one of the Habibis in the comments or in the chat can correct me. But we did this. We did the podcast on his Substack, and one of the things that constantly screams to me, especially when we're seeing this happen with the bloodbath, is that it's, while we talk about how this is all by design, this is specifically designed to demoralize you and making you think that you don't have any control over your choices, and that basically the fourth estate, i.e. the media, is just going to, and you could call this election interference if you want.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, they wanted to say that anything with Russia, like memes in 2016, was considered election interference. Well, if we're going to play that game, this shit right here is election interference.
And on a much bigger scale, because your mother or your grandmother sharing a meme of Hillary Clinton arm wrestling the devil and losing, or arm wrestling Jesus. Sorry.
Yeah, Jay.
Sorry.
Whoa, hold up.
I mix them up. Sorry.
Freudian slip much?
Yeah, right. Apologize right there. When I talk about the devil, I mean Hillary Clinton's pussy.
She got a bomb ass one.
And you had CNN going and harassing the grandmothers who are sharing these type of memes and harassing people who are sending gifts and threatening their livelihoods.
Why do you think Bill and Hillary only have one child, Jay?
The Antichrist? Because legend has it, like when the woman gives birth to the Antichrist, that would be the only child she gives birth to.
Oh, so you're telling me that Chelsea Clinton's the Antichrist?
Chelsea?
Wait, what did I say? Chelsea? Did I say Chelsea? Chelsea Handler? Chelsea Clinton?
No, you said Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea Manning?
Her name's Chelsea, right?
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
It is.
Yeah.
Unisex name.
Unisex?
You know why it's a unisex name?
Chelsea's not a unisex name.
Chelsea's absolutely a unisex name.
Who's a dude named Chelsea, Jay?
Chelsea FC. It's filled with dudes. What are you talking about?
Okay, fine. Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. Are you saying the Chelsea Football Club is female?
Play the fucking clip, Spencer. Jesus Christ.
Violence, this dehumanizing language. This is what Donald Trump has been preaching for years. In January, he warned that there will be, quote, bedlam in this country if his criminal prosecution derailed his campaign. Late last year, he echoed the dehumanizing language of Adolf Hitler, comparing his political opponents to vermin and saying immigrants are, quote, poisoning the blood of our country. Last month, he said there would be potential death and destruction if he was charged in the Manhattan criminal probe. And during
If you
his
pause
first
it for
term,
just one
he flat
second.
out
One thing that's interesting about this is that if he simply said like they're poisoning the blood of our country with fentanyl,
Yeah.
like I don't know if he actually said. I think he said it in the context of like poisoning the blood of our country. Anyone who like actually follows Trump on his immigration policy knows like he's not talking about like poisoning the well, like it's like the Aryan bloodline, like the Nazi Hitler shit. He's literally talking about how
They're bringing
drugs that are killing Americans.
Right. And the poison is the fentanyl. And I mean, there was a really good clip back when he was president with Jim Acosta and how he was talking about that we need more immigrants in here. We need them because we need them to work at the factories that we have opening. We need them because we're booming with needing people for the workforce, but they need to come in legally.
Right.
And then he's like, well, your campaign was showing people hopping the fence. He's like, well, isn't that true? These weren't actors. They were hopping the fucking fence. Like,
they were.
The way he used to throw that kind of shit back at their faces was like some fresh air. Can you imagine Biden trying to have 5 minutes like that with a hostile Jim Acosta just throwing lies after lies after lies to his face? He would have a fucking mental breakdown.
Bro, Biden needs to be careful, man, because he's inviting the wrath of our people, the Muslims.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's interesting. I mean, I'm seeing some rumors here. Well, not rumors, but like comments.
Not rumors, dude. The car is coming up and saying that the Muslims need to vote against Biden.
Did you just say car?
CARE, whatever the fuck the terrorist organization is called. It's CARE, yeah, CAIR.
The Council on American Islamic Relations.
Yes, filled with terrorists and terrorist adjacent pieces of shit. That's exactly what they are. The thing that is so embarrassing about Muslims in this country is the fact that you scratch 3 or 4 of them, you find terrorist sympathizers, and you find people who go to mosques that call for the eradication of Jews every Friday fucking
or like
prayer.
any non-Muslim.
It's not.
Sometimes it just doesn't.
Sometimes they don't just say that Yahoo. They say the infidels. I mean, it's really funny because it has the Biden administration in a fucking tizzy because they think that they're going to lose because of the war in Palestine, and that's not the case. They're losing on everything from immigration to the economy to school to education, to all of the things that matter to actual Americans of this fucking country.
Hold on.
Than the Palestinians in the fucking Gaza war.
What if the psyop here is not that Biden, Biden doesn't, the narrative that's going to be played up is not that Biden loses because of all of his terrible policies, but specifically because of his policy on Israel. Therefore, furthering the cycle of anti-Semitism against specifically all these pro-Israeli Jews.
No, exactly. That's what I tweeted the same exact thing because it goes all the way around. Right now, is that I know. I'm explaining to you.
And I'm explaining to you.
Yeah, that you and I have like great minds think alike, especially when they eat each other's asses.
That's true. We do.
So what I was saying on Twitter, our
food for thought
was your booty hole for thought. But what I was saying on there is that the administration is doing a full circle jerk, trying to figure out a way to blame the Jews when they lose.
Right.
It has nothing to do with this fucking war in Gaza.
They're baking it in there.
They are.
So
and they're trying to appease the worst of them. I mean, first of all, the fucking thing that they're trying to do in of itself is this ceasefire to reward Hamas for the shit that they did on October 7th. You wouldn't have this with any other thing.
No.
And it's so amazing to watch other like free thinkers like Dave Smith. Dave Smith is a KGB fucking side. Dave Smith is not a libertarian. Dave Smith is a piece of shit, anti-American, anti-imperialist, fucking commie. That's what he is.
So you're
He's
saying
not a libertarian. Libertarians are a lot little. Well, look, libertarians are retarded. They're filled with a bunch of retards. But Dave Smith is absolutely 100% a fucking commie.
so funny when libertarians just have like a knack for making everyone hate them.
Very easily too.
Yeah.
And he's part of the same group of the type of like social media influencers like Destiny, Dave Smith, sometimes Ben Shapiro. Like they like to try and talk really fast into a point to make it sound correct and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, dude, just come out and just say you just hate Jews. Like it's fine. It's okay. You hate Jews. Like everyone else that is on your side when it comes to stopping this war for ceasefire and rewarding Hamas for killing Palestinians, taking Palestinian aid, making Palestinians their human shields, building tunnels underneath every one of their houses, businesses, and mosques, making sure that their own homes and child schools are targets of military action because they perform military actions out of them. But yeah, let's reward Hamas for all of this because something about imperialism or colonialism or whatever the fuck he wants to say in order to justify his stupid reasoning of hating Jews.
So I it's interesting because I was having this conversation with my wife earlier about like she's asking me specifically like what's the deal with Candace Owens, right? Because Candace Owens has been very like very anti-Israel, very pro-Palestine,
yeah,
right? And so I hadn't seen. Well, she blocked me on Twitter, so it's not like I can really see any of her takes. But one thing that I feel like she's of the mindset of if the uniparty is for it, she is automatically against it. Is that kind of surmise where she's at? Like that's what I feel like a lot of people are kind of at is like if the uniparty is at. We had this conversation with Tommy last week, not about Israel, but about specifically the
the TikTok ban.
TikTok ban, yeah.
Yes.
So because that was bipartisan, like if it's a uniparty like sort of support, should make the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. With Israel, like it's not like that.
No, she's on the side of AOC. She's on the side of fucking the squad. And what you have to understand about Candace Owen is that she's a fucking fraud. She's a grifting fraud, 100%. She doesn't believe or stand on any of the principles that she spews. She's now also trying to grift on the fake trade rife Christian bullshit as well.
Yeah,
she's 100% going full in on all of that kind of crap. You cannot tell me that Candace Owens actually stands on any real solid principled beliefs because she's never given that sort of
I just find it interesting that like she's still at the Daily Wire, probably because she has a very fat contract there, but like the person who is basically like the founder of Daily Wire is Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is like one of the most pro-Israeli Jews that you can find in conservative media.
His partner
Jeremy Boring.
Yeah, Boring. He's Catholic, isn't he?
I thought Mormon.
Is he Mormon?
I thought it was Mormon.
I
thought the common link between Jeremy Boring and Glenn Beck is that they're both Mormon.
That maybe he is.
Speaking of Mormon, my daughter can't fall asleep without listening to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir's Battle Hymn of the Republic.
The weirdest fucking thing.
It's so funny.
That is fucking weird.
It's really funny.
That is funny.
And she falls asleep to it like that.
She does.
Like every single time. She could be the fussiest little baby, and I'll play Battle Hymn of the Republic, and all of a sudden, lights out.
She also rocked to Creed Higher. I made sure to play that with her. She was rocking to it.
Just think about this for instance. Got a Muslim father and his Jewish daughter, and she can't fall asleep unless she listens to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir Battle Hymn of the Republic. And then the only other time that she vibes out to music is by listening to a Christian rock band playing the song Higher.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, Higher is probably one of the catchiest, fucking most epic songs ever created. I mean, I think they did it. They mastered the fucking. They were
that halftime show.
Nickelback before elite. Nickelback came to play.
Elite.
It was absolutely elite.
Okay, so Joshin
So,
says
yeah,
Joshin
it's-
on Locals is boring as evangelical Christian, not Mormon. Okay,
That's what
fine.
I thought. Yeah, he was. It's a wholly different fucking thing.
I'm sorry,
Mormons
Jay.
are not even real Christians. I mean, I don't even understand why they call them Christians.
Don't tell a Mormon that.
I have.
Okay, fine. Who'd you
But-
tell? Matt Whitlock?
Huh?
Did you tell Matt Whitlock that?
Matt Whitlock. Who's Matt Whitlock?
You don't know who Matt Whitlock is?
No idea.
DC guy.
No, when I was in California.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw a random guy.
Oh,
who's
I was just
Mormon.
saying Matt
He was
Whitlock
talking
is like one of the
he was
nicest
doing a
people to know.
missionary thing or mission. I'm sorry, he wasn't doing missionary on me. He was doing a missionary mission.
Jay?
Right. So Candace Owens, yeah, she is an absolute fucking fraud. Completely a blowhard. An absolute fucking. And it's not just her; it's all of these other people as well. I mean, look, and it's so funny. You have people on the right that's totally eating up like what these people have to say.
What?
Like Glenn Greenwald, fucking Dave Smith. All of these people are anti-American, anti-imperialist fucking people. They're not
funny.
They're not right wing.
Greenwald, we would not be on Rumble without Glenn Greenwald.
We wouldn't. No, we wouldn't.
love
It's great.
We
He's a
actually
great
love
guy.
Glenn. We actually love Glenn.
Love Glenn. All of
We
that
don't
kind of
agree
stuff.
with him on everything.
But he is. But the thing is, what you have to understand is that there's a niche that people have gone into, and they're milking it, rightfully so. But there are still certain things within their principled belief systems that are very commie related.
Yeah, I mean, like, despite the fact that, like, and I say this, I say this about Glenn Greenwald out of love. Like, I've had conversations with him, and like he is in many regards a very smart guy, but there are times where I think
absolutely genius category.
He falls into his sort of, he has like a liberal home base. Like when he's challenged, I think he sort of retreats back to that home base. I think it's just like an internal bias that he's just sort of had all his life. But like I kind of do it too, because like I kind of was raised a lib. And there are times where I like even retreat back to it, I think, back in my lib mindset. And then I have to like pause and like really think about something before reacting to it.
And you know my mom,
right?
Like, and how much of a lib she was, and all that kind of stuff too. And sometimes I almost fall back into that as well. But I do stop myself because I'm like, "You're not fucking gay. Shut the fuck up and stop." Try it.
What? Not being gay?
Yeah.
Impossible. So, anyways, what else is happening, Jay, in the world? Do we how dark do we want to get?
Well, what I would like to get into is the fact that a bunch of these illegal aliens are murdering American citizens and getting the fuck away with it.
So I guess it's very.
Yeah.
Okay,
when I talk about blood, like poisoning the blood of the country.
So in the same token that there's a bloodbath happening, hold on, sorry, let me rewind. In the same token that the corporate liberal media is talking about how there's going to be a bloodbath if Trump loses. There's a bloodbath happening now.
Yeah.
There's the bloodbath has been happening since Trump has lost. The bloodbath is probably happening long since then, before then, and in the sense that as long as you had uncurbed illegal immigration, you were always going to have Americans that were raped, beaten up, killed,
robbed,
poisoned, robbed, you name it.
Any and everything. And the funny thing about this too, and you can see the faces here.
And by funny, he means obviously not funny.
Well, the worst thing about this is that you have people like Rachel Maddow on MSNBC, of course, goes back to that fucking rag of pieces of garbage. These people at MSNBC are all dog shit. They're bags of donkey cum that their mothers have guzzled up and that were impregnated with them. They're the mothers, they're the daughters and sons of whores who fucked donkeys and camels for money. That is who and what works at MSNBC. And you had Rachel Maddow, the daughter of the whoriest of whores, come and say that illegal alien crime isn't a thing.
Gaslighting.
And this comes after the fact and them trying to defend Biden from apologizing to the killer of Lincoln Riley. Riley.
Lincoln Riley. Did you say Lincoln Riley?
I said Lincoln.
He
said
Lincoln. Just double check.
And he didn't apologize for that, but he apologized using illegal instead of undocumented, because those are the feelings we really have to fucking give a shit about. We have to care about the feelings of sexual rapists. We have to give of people who are sex trafficking children at the fucking border, who are bringing fentanyl in enough to murder half this nation, plus some.
Yeah.
These are the people that they're saying that we have to fucking feel empathy and sorry for, while they call you a piece of shit for caring about your local jobs and wanting to put food on the table.
I think what's so crazy about all of this is that they will,
and we don't even got taco stands in every corner. Like we're fucking
seriously,
puppets.
where are the taco stands? If we could have a taco stand, like even on like our corner right here, I would appreciate that very much. But alas, we were not allowed. It's messed up, Jay.
It is messed up because
malarkey.
The thing is, would really help with my rage right now.
What's that? Some
Al Pastor tacos.
Yeah, good. But you have a bloodbath happening in our country. You have an incoming bloodbath with this crisis happening in Haiti. Shit, I was just reading a story earlier today about how a couple of Haitian gangs went into these rich neighborhoods and just started killing people. Like,
dude,
there's no law.
A Haitian was eating somebody's dick, literally eating the dick, like from a cannibalism gang coming out of Haiti. And what was hilarious about it was, I think it was DeSantis was talking about the cannibalists and how we're going to make sure nobody from Haiti is going to come into Florida.
It's just funny because there's a lot of Haitians in Florida. Like in Miami,
right?
Like,
well, it's because it's right across.
But
Cubans are there, and all
they're
that
also
kind of
not
stuff.
cannibals.
But
we know of.
The media was playing the same game, saying like, how could he say this racist shit and all that kind of stuff? And then what was hilarious about it was, in the same article that they were attacking DeSantis in, they were saying like, yes, there's a video of a Haitian eating some guy's dick.
Wait, who said this?
The media. After trying to attack DeSantis for being anti-Haitian. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of anti-cannibals coming through here. I think it's a revelation.
Jay, hold on. Let's take a moment here, okay? Because we all know you like to engage in acts of cannibalism. After all, your name on Twitter is @asslickin. You do eat ass.
I do.
So, Jay, back up and maybe look at yourself in the mirror.
I don't eat dick. I eat ass. Right? I'm not here munching on a dead person's penis. That's not what I'm doing.
Was it attached to him, or did you like rip it off beforehand?
You want to watch the video? We can play it. No, I'm playing. We're not gonna play the video.
We're not actually.
But it brings up. It
Do
brings
we want
up
to
a
get
good.
banned?
It brings up a good segue to all of the embassies that have been evacuated under Biden. Is actually unprecedented.
It's
There's
actually 11 embassies.
Since he's taken.
Do you have a list of that?
You know what that means, baby? Diplomacy's back.
The adults are back in charge. All right, so we have from Steve Guest. In 2021, Burma, Chad, Afghanistan, Ethiopia. In 2022, Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, Nigeria. In 2023, Sudan. Jay, don't you dare say this next one.
Nigeria.
2024, Haiti. Yeah, that's 11. God.
What do you call a person from Niger?
No. No, Jay, we're not doing that.
Okay, we won't do it here. But man, that's the one thing. Excuse me. That's the one thing I miss from being in the UAE. Using the N word with impunity. I mean, nobody would do shit Everyone was
really
using it.
do
In the Arab world,
in the Muslim world, they use the N-word a lot.
well,
And there's
Muslims,
there's like no black people around usually.
you know what's really funny about like Arabs and Muslims and stuff? It's like how they try to pretend that they are like, especially here in this country, that there's some victimized group in America that they have been completely torn down from the system. When if they go back to their fucking countries, they would be anywhere near where they're at, like they are here in the United States.
100%.
Not anyone from my family, not anyone. I'm guessing, I mean, I don't think Pakistan has a lot to offer in terms of where you guys could be right now.
No,
in comparison.
I mean, honestly,
and the entitlement that these people feel is fucking insane.
This is actually one of the reasons why we're on Rumble, and one of the reasons why we actually are being sponsored by both 1775 Coffee and Rumble Clouds, because we don't want to be canceled, and also we want to promote freedom, and we want everyone to be able to go and be who they want to be, and express what they want to express, any viewpoint, without the fear of cancellation. Luckily, 1775 Coffee gave us a promo code, Coffee Bros. If you go ahead and click the link in our description, you get 10% off. Rumble Cloud, there's a friends and family discount, baby. If you want to put up a website on the Rumble Cloud, which just launched, I think a week and a half ago.
It was about a week ago, yeah.
About a week ago. Honestly, if it weren't for things like Amazon Web Services and GoDaddy and all these different, web infrastructure just shutting people down based on what they thought, this would never exist. So,
right.
On the one hand, you got to like thank Amazon for doing this, because Rumble Cloud would never exist without Amazon cracking the whip. But at the same time, like, this stuff shouldn't exist. Like, we shouldn't have to put this stuff out. There shouldn't be a parallel economy on this stuff, because in all honesty, they're taking what we gave them an inch, they took a mile. Right. And the mile that they're taking, they're never going to stop. They're always going to come after your freedoms. They're always going to come after you for what you believe. And if you just want to, they don't want to leave you alone. Ever.
They're pretending to pave a road to paradise, when they're actually just making sure that they're taking us all to fucking to hell with them.
Yeah.
And it's really great seeing places like Rumble actually put their money where their mouth is. It's not, they're not just big talk.
Right.
They're actually making huge moves with this, especially with Rumble.
And it's not like it's, like sometimes you see some like alt tech or alt like platform or alt product and it's shitty. Like, no, this stuff's good. Like, legitimately, the coffee's good. The platform Rumble Cloud is good. I mean, what I've seen a comment from Joshin on on our non-ports chat on local said, I moved almost 600 domains off GoDaddy after they canceled AR15.com. Come on over to Rumble Cloud if you really want to get those domains.
Oh yeah,
Make
honestly,
sure they don't
do that. You get Josh and DM Siraj. You get a family discount.
Friends and family. Well, I think it's like friends Rumble Cloud or something like that. Yeah, friends.rumble.cloud. Yeah.
Go for it. Honestly, it's a really refreshing thing, and honestly, like you said, it's very gives you a breath of
fresh
air of a sigh of relief that there's actually something out there that if you're concerned about your business, if you're concerned about your livelihood, and you don't have to be.
And not just that, like the fact that Rumble exists the way it does right now. I know we're big like evangelists when it comes to Rumble, but like they took a chance on us when we were smaller than we are now, and they basically were like, yeah, we think you would do well on Rumble, and here we are. We have about 2,000 people watching right now. Very grateful for everyone at Rumble. Very grateful for all of you Habibis who are tuning in and watching. I think also one thing that's important, and Jay and I have been talking about a lot over the last like week or so. Like, people were watching this. Oh, the show's been whitewashed. There's been a rebrand. We realize this, and it's not like we haven't heard you. This is such a thing as like, hey, we want to make this show successful. And there's ways to do that, and there are ways to not do that. Always making everything about jihadi terrorists, probably not the way to bring in more people to watch.
No, especially with that intro. I mean, it was great at the beginning of it.
At the beginning of it, when we really got to
always,
like push people's buttons for sure.
Right, and it's not changing like how we do the show, how we speak on the show. None of that is
certainly not changing you, Jay.
And you know, it takes a fucking shitload in order to be able to.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be like, he's walking around the house saying "fucking," and I'm just like, Jay, language.
Oh my god, hey, dude.
And he's like, did I just say "fucking"? I'm like, Jay,
for fuck's sake,
you literally said
you're literally gonna get me murdered. Like he doesn't understand how scary his wife is.
It's okay. I've had to say language to her too.
Yeah, you could do that. Imagine if I tried.
Yeah, but just so you know, like it's not like you're the only one doing it.
I know. I understand, but still.
Hey, I slept up too.
I know you did.
I slipped up earlier. I think I said bullshit in front of
you did.
my daughter.
You did say bullshit in front of your daughter.
Yeah, and I said, oh wait, no, bull poopy.
Bull poopy. And I still say the word, and then I go, whoops, fudge.
Rory Metzger on Local says, wait, hold on. Carl says, I'll miss the fish hitting the man in the face. Well, we could bring that back.
No, we can have that.
Yeah. You know, the experiments and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the fish hitting the guy in the face was just funny.
It's so good.
Cold Beer says, bring back Eliza Blue or you're cowards. And then Joshin says, stop trying to traffic her. Oh my god,
that's so good.
Yeah, I still haven't heard from her ever since she had that whole thing.
No, neither have I.
Makes me believe more and more that actually was real.
It might have been.
Anyways, Habibis.
We're getting up to 109. Well, there's one video I do want to play before we actually get into the what's it called?
What?
Our
While you're here, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you really want to support us, hit that join button as well, and leave a comment if you're new here. Oh my god, we have a ballot. Oh, this is great, Jay.
Yes.
This is so.
Are you guys ready? This is from
the realm of experimenting of trying to find different themes or brands or songs or what have you. This is just some of the stuff that Jay.
No, I didn't do this.
You didn't do this one?
No. This one is straight Bart.
Was this Bart? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still working on mine.
Go follow Bart. It's Flapper, FLAPPR on Twitter, flapper.net. Yeah, go check him out.
Some years ago, two Muslims made a pact. Jay and Siraj were lovers, and you know that's a fact. They shared a passion for streaming and the bodies that they touched, and they couldn't stop talking about politics and such. So they came up with a vision, and wouldn't you know, they started spreading laughs to hide the nipples on their own show. They called it the Habibi Bros for their sexuality. And they put the show on the rumble since they're not allowed on TV. Two Muslim souls united in shirtless bros, a brotherhood as strong as the dirty bombs blow. Look out, Habibis, the boys are gonna blow. Through laughter and tears they built a world of their own. The Habibi Bros on Rumble, the internet's glory hole.
Was that the only video we had?
Yeah, that was it. Because I wanted to get everybody into Siraj Jay, play this song at your guys' wedding.
Thank you, Faye. We will.
Absolutely will.
Good to see you, Faye.
Faye Bibi, welcome, Habibi. No, we're gonna actually pivot to our
what
bracket.
Oh shit, that's
the
right.
March Madness bracket, because we're almost at 109. This is going to take us a while to get through.
Well, hold on. I didn't even fill out my bracket.
I know. So Habibis, what we're going to do, anyone who wants to join can join us right now. We have until Thursday. We have about 20 Habibis already. So the pot is about $200 to make for your bracket. So if you want to join us, you can go follow me and Siraj on Twitter.
Right.
DM us. We'll get back to you guys.
If you go to our locals right now, there's actually a link that takes you to the bracket.
Yes, and
so
actually,
join it.
If you sign up right now, you're going to watch us go on to locals right now. We're going to do a local stream and live pick our bracket on locals
Right now?
Right now. We're going to just put it on, get a live stream going on.
Are we going to end the stream on
Rumble? And then we're going to do it on locals.
All right, so go ahead and kick it with us on. We're going to keep this stream live on StreamYard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Rumble and I'm going to go into the other sources and end the stream there.
Okay. And then we'll make the local stream up and get back on in about like 20 to 30 minutes.
That long?
I got to take a shit.
All right. So Jay's got to take a shit.
All right.
$10 per entry.
It's $10 per entry. And we're also going to watch Katie Hyde dominate Fuzzy. I mean, I don't even know why. So Fuzzy offered to pay for Katie Hyde to come on and do the bracket with us.
And she agreed.
She agreed, and she's going to do the bracket. And the funniest thing is that she's going to watch Fuzzy do absolute dog shit. Like dog water dog shit is what Fuzzy's going to perform at. He is going to suck so much ass. His bracket is like will explode before it even gets started. The picks, they'll be like, you are banned from picking on Yahoo Sports for life for these picks.
For sure.
That's what's going to happen.
Real quick, just so I think we have to make that Flapper intro song the intro song.
The intro song's the thing, yeah. And it's a country ballad as well.
That's
it's
true.
So good.
It's actually
it's a country ballad for a couple of Arab Habibis.
It's pretty good.
It's fucking amazing. And he actually wrote all the lyrics too.
I know. That's
so it's like genius. Better. It's so good. So it's from the heart.
It really is.
It is. And it's not
it's beautiful. And also the designs he made, glorious.
Absolutely. Every one of the designs that Flapper does for us is
why does Flapper love us so? I don't understand.
Why does he love us so much?
Yeah, like we don't deserve it. We don't deserve his love and affection and his talent.
Well, I don't. Well, why do you even say it like this?
Do you want
him to realize the same thing? Like, are you the type of guy who's like, I'm never good enough for the girlfriend that I'm with right now, and then gets cucked your whole life? Is that the way you go through life? Like, is that the
Jay? Have you met me? Yes. I'll never fall in love again. All right, Habibis. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. For the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We'll see you on the local stream right after this, and we'll set it up. So make sure, hit that join button. We'll see you guys on next up. Rumble will be Thursday, and if you're listening to this on the replay, leave a review. Hopefully, a 6 out of 9 stars, maybe.
It would be nice.
That would be very nice.
I like it.
Or 9 out of 11 stars, one of those two. All right, Habibis. Love you.
Peace out. Bye.